So Mike, 86-97 loss against Sheffield Sharks. Tell us about it.
A very, very bitter pill to swallow, but well, yeah, that's the outcome tonight. We competed for 20 minutes. It's a 40-minute game, you know. Yeah, it's a 40-minute game. We lost focus, I think, at half time. But we tried, you know, we battled as we always do to the end. But it just wasn't our night tonight.
Does that seem to be a bit of a story throughout the season, sort of a game of two halves?
Yeah, definitely. I guess the fans will tell you that. You know, we can tell you that. We tend to compete in areas, whereas we need to compete for the whole game. It's a game of 40 minutes, like I said. We need to be focused and given 100% for that duration. And tonight, it just wasn't good. It wasn't enough.
Do you think the squad's a bit lacking at the moment?
Yeah, we are light. Injuries. Daniel's out. Hopefully, we'll be back in the next 2 weeks. Julius's shoulder injury. Lakin, we're still waiting for him to come back. Myself, you know, I wasn't really too good last week, but I'm getting back to where I should be. But we just need to focus in more. We need to play for 40 minutes. We need to play smart, and we need to want it more. We need to want it more than the other team.
You seem to be knocked about a bit tonight.
Yeah, well, it's part and parcel of the game, isn't it? It's a very physical game. I signed my name on the line for that purpose, so I'll do what I need to do to get the win. Yeah, it's just part and parcel of the job.
Okay, but you're okay? You're not going to take an injury into the next game?
No, I'll be all right. I'll just look after my body, eat well, rest, and come back again for next week.
Okay, thanks. A disappointing result tonight.
No problem.
Cheers, Mike. So Kenny, 86-97 against Sheffield. You must be disappointed.
Very, very disappointed. It's just one of them games where we had it, and I don't admit to a lot, like using the refs, but there was just some calls in there that changed the whole game for us.
Is that an excuse?
I don't want it to be, because I don't like making excuses. I grew up not being able to make excuses, so flare out, they beat us.
I mean, I think it was down to the third quarter. 31-15 to Sheffield in the third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They outplayed us, in the third.
And yourself tonight, I mean, a great second half, great first half, 19 points, but only 4 points in the second half. Is that them sort of stepping up a gear? You getting tired, carrying an injury?
No. I wasn't tired. Not really hurt anymore. I mean, I'm bouncing back from that. It was just, I don't know. I can't answer that one. I mean, 19 in the first, 4 in the second. I got to do better.
Well, thanks for speaking to us, Kenny. You're clearly disappointed.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Chad, 86-97 against Sheffield. Tell us about it.
Well, I felt as though that we controlled the game up to a point in the second half. I think that we let the refs, by the way that the refs were calling the game, we took ourselves out of the game once they started calling. I won't say bad calls, but iffy calls. The calls that could have went either way that we didn't think were fouls, but they might have seen something else we didn't see. So I think it was as much us taking ourselves out of the game, not what they did, what we did to ourselves.
Was there perhaps a little bit of lack of composure in the second half, or in the third quarter in particular?
Yeah, I think a little bit, because it gets to the point where a ref has a lot of control in the game. Whether the ref lets you just play the game and it's like they're not there, or if they make calls that slow the game up or stop the game, or iffy calls that could go either way, or if they call something on one end, they don't call on the other end. When things like that happen, then guys get frustrated. When guys get frustrated, then it's easy for you to get taken out of the game. And we completely took ourselves, and guys' minds were other places. And I mean, even though we did bring it back, but still, if we wouldn't have lost our composure at that point in the third quarter, then it would have been a closer game and it would have been tighter coming down to the end, and we could have maybe rocked the boat to go either way.
No JJ tonight. What's that about?
From a few weeks ago, he fell on his neck in the game. So his neck was a little bit sore. So to speed up his recovery, I had him sit out tonight.
Precautionary more than anything else.
Yes, because if guys do have injuries and it's something where they can't go, or if it's iffy for them to go, I'd rather them go ahead and just sit it out, make sure they get back 100%, and then come and play.
Will he be back next week?
Yeah, we hope so. He should be good to go. But we don't want to, like I said, I don't want to force him either way, I'll leave it up to him whether he thinks he can go or if he can.
Okay, and Marius? No Marius again tonight.
Yeah, and Marius is he's hurt too. So I mean, he's I think he did something to his shins or something to his leg. So Marius, yeah, he was out too.
Is that a long-term injury?
Hopefully not. Hopefully Marius will be back this next week too, and then we'll be back to pretty much the full squad that we had.
So it's Daniel as well.
Yeah, well, then we're going week by week and just seeing how it goes. It's we don't want to force, like I said, we don't want to force a guy to play when a guy can't play. I don't want to set a guy up to injure himself further so he's out for even longer. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I play injuries. With me having 2 knee injuries myself, I kind of play injuries a little bit iffy. You know what I mean? I want a guy to make sure he can go 100%, because if we're out there playing, I want guys to give 100%, not 80. So.
Yeah. Last week you mentioned you might have 1 or 2 new players up your sleeve. Any more news on that?
Nope.
Still got them up your sleeve?
Yeah, still up there.
How long have we got to wait?
All right, we'll have to see. I'll have to see. But as soon as I know, you'll know.
Okay, great. Well, disappointing night, Chad, but thanks for speaking to us.
Yep, no problem at all.